As many of you know, I'm Dr. Alejandro.
And I'm Dr. Emily.
And we're on a mission to rebuild chiropractic one partnership at a time.
We help chiropractors open practices, revive failing ones, and step into their true calling. This is the Path to Victory podcast.
We're raising our standards as business owners, but we don't raise the standard for the employees because we just think they're employees and we don't require much of them. We let a lot of mistakes just slip over, but we have to work 100% all the time. And that is not fair. And that's when the standard has to change. It's just me here today. Emily's not feeling great. Tomorrow we're leaving to Scottsdale, Arizona. So she's packing, getting her health back, spending some time with our little one. So what we're going to talk today is a welcome call that we got last week. We were about to fire someone, and then we hop on a meeting with our coach. And basically she fired someone from her team due to the same thing that we were going to fire someone from our team. But right now it felt so comfortable to keep that person in our team. It was just comfort that we were just going to give her a fifth opportunity. So this person has made 4 mistakes on the past 5 months. We have like a writing policy. So we write your name, we tell you the why, then you sign, we make a plan to action to correct it, and we follow up with that. Unfortunately, this person is not following up with the plan to action. She was just getting comfortable. But as well, we were comfortable with her because we're in the process of hiring, but hiring has been a pain in the butt recently. So it just felt comfortable having one more body on the way. And it was just comfortable. But then every time we got home, we were not happy. We hated how she was working. We hated how she was performing. Every time we follow up with her, it was an attitude. But again, we raised our standards, but we didn't raise the standard of our team. And that's unfortunate. And that's a mistake that a lot of chiropractors are making. It's not just us. While we were on the coaching call, a lot of people were doing the same thing, just letting the mistakes happen. But we had one of our team members got affected by the performance of that staff. And that team member told us like, hey, I cannot keep doing it. Is that person or me? Because I cannot keep cleaning her mess. But what happens is when you have an A player with a C player, the C player is going to look like an A player. But that A player is going to be affected and it's going to get to the point that you're going to lose the A player. So it's better getting rid of the C player and that way you stay with your A player. But again, look at this, how the C player can camouflage behind the A player. You can look like an A player being a C player. It's like a school project. You always have that team member that didn't do anything for the project. That's exactly what happens with a C player. But when the A player is communicating and talking that is pissed to the C player, that's when we have something that is not acting up there. So we had to communicate that with the C player. And firing people is not easy. If you've done it, it's not easy. And the problem is, as your team keeps growing and better people keep coming, it doesn't get easier to fire people. It's hard, it's super hard, especially when, that person, it was a good person. There's nothing personal with that person. Like, we love her, we'll take care of her. It was just not a good fit on the clinic. It was not a good fit. It was affecting everyone already. So it is super hard to let people go. And as we mentioned before, we're raising our standards. So we're going to raise the standard of the whole team. If Emily and I are waking up at 4 a.m. to work out, take care of ourselves, mentally, spiritually, physically, health-wise, everything, we're going to require the same from our staff. That's going to mean we're going to like pay you more if you're an A player. If you have better standards, I'm going to pay you more. I'll happily do that. That's way better. But we're going to raise the standards. And with that, a lot of people are going to leave. Some people are going to stay. Some people take it well. Some people didn't take it well. But it's part of it. We're business owners, fine. But I want to help you be a better person to better service our community. So it doesn't fit that you're just acting like a C player. Your standards are not getting high. But then on the opposite, we have to clean your mess and our standards have to be high. So no, we're going to change that. The standard for the team is going to be high. We talk about that as well. And we want to create a culture. And that is something that, we talk like, we're a family. Yeah, we're a family. Our coach said it. It's not a family. This is a business. This is not a family. We don't need to sound like super chiropractic or anything. This is not a family. This is not a family. This is a clinic. This is a business that wants to help more people, you know? And by now, when we hire people, we need to hire them based on the mission. And our mission is not just here in Abilene, but our mission is to help more communities. So right now, the Waco Clinic was having trouble with her staff. The staff is great, it's amazing, but we were not training the staff how it was supposed to. So now, because we know the staff that we have is into the mission and they want to train people, every time they're doing a training, they're called the staff from Waco. We have a meeting with her on Tuesdays to go over things. Like today was Funko, last week was going over reports, and next week it's gonna be reports again. So we're gonna influence that when we hire people. It's gonna be like, hey, this is the mission. If you're not part of it, if you don't want to help other clinics, then you're probably not a good fit here. It's not just Abilene, but it's gonna require more from different clinics. We have exciting news as well, guys. There's another clinic coming up to join us. We're opening it will be the 6th Victory Clinic. It will be a surprise. We'll say the date here shortly. Probably not today, probably next week. We'll state it. By this time, it will probably be public, hopefully. So just catch up with us. But definitely being with staff is not easy. Just remember, take care of your A players. And this is the thing that, like, they say Steve Jobs, Elon Musk, like high performers, people say they were assholes. They're not assholes. They just have high standards. And that's what we need to do with our clinics as well. With all the chiropractors, have to have high standards when they hire people. It cannot just be a warm body. It feels comfortable. Let's take care of it. So just my recommendation for you is don't do the mistakes that we did. We did it a lot of the years, and this one was the longest one. So hopefully we learn from it. It was not fun because it's affecting everyone. When you're getting home at 8 p.m. and you tell your spouse, like, yeah, I had to clean the mess that this person did. What is your spouse going to say? Your spouse is not going to be happy about that. So always think like that. You want your staff when they get home to be happy. If they're not happy, that means there's something wrong. And it could be the fault of one player of the team. It could be the system. It could be a lot of different things. In this scenario, it was basically one team player was affecting everyone. And you can see the vibe has been way different. The energy has been way different the past week. Again, we like that person, but it was not a good fit. It's not a season for that person to be in the clinic right now. And that happens in every clinic. We've had clinics that has, I remember Emily had to drive to Lubbock last year just to fire one person. She literally drove 3 hours, fired one person, and drove back the 3 hours. And it's hard conversations, like it's not easy to fire someone, but she had to do it because for the better of the clinic. And since then, that clinic has grown 4 times already. Okay. What they were doing, let's suppose they were doing 1,000. Right now, probably they're doing 10,000, so it's like a big growth there. Definitely high standards for everyone, especially in our clinics, especially with us run a new brand clinic right now, the 6th location. That staff, we're going to hire the staff and we're going to train the staff. We want to have a good culture on our clinic to better train that staff. As well, we're moving clinics in January, so we want to have a good culture, good dynamic, because moving is always going to affect revenue, 20 to 30% at least. It's always, because your mind is distracted, your mind is on the move. There's going to be a lot of different mess around the clinic, so you always need to prepare for that, and that's what we're doing right now. If you have any question, please let me know. Don't forget to subscribe to our newsletter, pathtovictorychiro.com. We're going to mention there our 6th clinic, and if you have any question, just reach out to us. See ya.